Hello everyone, I invite you to every Monday review of the leading cryptocurrencies. Let's start by checking the situation on the BTC chart, taking into account the 4-hour interval. As we can see, the price broke the downtrend line and went above the trend line. Currently, BTC is fighting a strong resistance at $21,488. Only when the price breaks above the indicated level, it will start moving towards the resistance at $23,145, and then to the resistance at $25,221. Looking the other way, it is worth marking support areas when the price starts to fall. And here we can mark the level of $20,039 as the first support, then we have support at $19,166 and $18,448. Then there is a strong support zone from $17,749 to $16,759. However, here it is worth taking a closer look at the formed formation called rising wedge, which, unfortunately, is characterized by leaving the formation with a downward move. In such a situation, we can mark the places of stop loss and entry into a possible position and the possible target to be achieved. It is worth remembering that leaving the indicated formation usually takes place after a failed fourth attempt to break up. As we can see, the CHOP index indicates that we have a lot of energy for a new move, the MACD indicates a local downtrend, while the EMA cross 10 and 30 indicate that we are in an uptrend. As the second in today's review, we will check the chart of ETH in pair to USDT on a single-day timeframe. As we can see, the price of ETH overcame the downward trend. Now let's move on to the support we should consider, and here we see that we have the first support at $1,477. If the support is broken, we have another support at $1,400. Then at $1,338, then a strong support zone from $1,273 to $1,187. Looking the other way, we will mark the currently important resistance points that ETH has to face. As you can see, the price has returned to the resistance at $1,555 and is struggling to hold it. The next resistance is at $1,664 and $1,824. Please pay attention to the volume that shows the advantage of buyers in recent days. On the CHOP index, we can see that the energy is starting to slowly increase. the MACD indicates an ongoing uptrend, while the RSI is moving above the upper range, so be careful before a possible correction of the price. Going further this time to the BNB chart, we can also see a similar arrangement of the chart as in the case of BTC and ETH. However, here we are at the stage of testing the level of exit from the rounding bottom pattern. It's worth watching what happens at the moment, because it could potentially be a good time to try to trade the position with a proper stop loss. As we can see, the exit level of the routing bottom in this situation is the first price resistance we are fighting. Then we have the resistance at $309 and $331, which can be targeted in the event of a positive exit from the top of the pattern. However, should the price rebound from the $290 level, we can mark several support areas. Starting at the $275 level, then $265, $256, and the strong support zone from $247 to $238. The CHOP index indicates depleted energy. The MACD confirms an uptrend. The RSI is moving at the upper end of the range. However, when we look at the EMA cross 10 and 30, we can see that the 10 has crossed the 30 from the bottom, which is confirmation of an uptrend. As the last one in today's chart, we have the XRP to USDT chart on a one-day time frame. As we can see, we are just below the downtrend line, which XRP is clearly trying to break. What's more, we can see a rounding bottom formation formed, which after positive resistance testing is characterized by an upward exit. In this situation, we need to positively test resistance at 39 cents. Then we can see resistance at 43 cents, then a strong resistance zone from 46 cents up to 50 cents. However, if it happens that the price does not follow the formation and our expectations, we can observe a correction in this situation. We have the first support at 38 cents, the second at 37 cents, and then the support zone from 0.35 to 34 cents. On the volume, we can see a definite advantage on the buyer's side, which is positive news for us. The CHOP index indicates that the energy is starting to gather strength. The MACD confirms the uptrend, but the RSI is moving at the upper end of the range, which may indicate a moment of rebound before further growth. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice.